Hello and welcome back to the News Media Hands channel.
We just had another hearing, and the trial starts on Monday, which is long before a lot of people thought. The judge wants us to go as fast as possible. That's for his reasons, not for my reasons. And this is really a concerted witch hunt. Very simple. Everything you heard in there, this is a witch hunt.
The hush money trial involving former President Donald Trump entered its fourth day in New York City, with the selection of alternate jurors preceding a crucial Sandoval hearing to determine the scope of potential cross-examination should Trump choose to testify. Trump indicated to reporters his intention to take the stand, further intensifying the proceedings. Amidst the scrutiny of potential jurors, Trump's defense team conducted real-time vetting, with a jury consultant closely monitoring candidates for signs of bias while providing feedback to the defense attorneys. Simultaneously, a team of researchers conducted thorough online searches to gather additional information on each potential juror, supplying Trump's legal team with valuable insights during the selection process. Following the day's proceedings, Trump reiterated his determination to testify in the trial, emphasizing the accelerated timeline set by the judge. Characterizing the trial as a witch hunt orchestrated by his political adversaries, Trump expressed his dissatisfaction with the legal proceedings, alleging bias and lack of evidence against him. Despite the contentious atmosphere surrounding the trial, Trump's reaffirmed commitment to testify and the meticulous vetting process undertaken by his defense team underscored the gravity of the proceedings and the potential implications for the former president's future.
7 men and 5 women will sit on a jury to preside over former President Donald Trump's hush money trial taking place in New York City. It is the first criminal trial of any president. News reports over the week made it sound like a 3-ring circus.
Danny, first of all, this incident of a person lighting himself on fire apparently is certainly going to rattle everyone involved with this court proceeding, whether or not it's linked to the Trump proceeding or not. But can you talk about legally what happens next?
Well, the historic criminal trial of a former U.S. president is proceeding faster than anticipated. 12 jurors are now seated, and they're now focusing on finding the remaining alternates. Opening statements could begin as soon as Monday. Michelle Ross is live in Lower Manhattan for us with the latest on this morning's developments. Michelle.
Chris, the judge is hoping to put jury selection to bed today, and they'll be able to if those 5 alternates are picked. Now, Donald Trump spoke to reporters before he went inside for about 2.5 minutes, and he made it clear that he is upset with this gag order. Now, this morning, a new group of 22 jurors are being questioned about their background and asked if they can be impartial in this case. There's a full jury set, and views expressed by some seated jurors are critical of Trump, but say they can still be fair. One woman was quoted saying, "I don't like his persona, how he represents himself in public. I don't like some of my coworkers, but I don't try to sabotage their work." This sparked some laughter in the room, but Trump's attorneys didn't laugh. They wanted to remove her from the jury, but both sides have run out of challenges. Another juror said she likes how Trump speaks.
Emergency crews rushed to a park just across the street from the courthouse with fire extinguishers to douse the flames engulfing a 37-year-old man. After burning for several minutes, he was carried away on a stretcher and taken to the hospital in critical condition. It does not appear the incident has anything to do with the trial of the former president, which continued on without interruption.
So far, we'll see whether the security situation and certainly what happened today changes it. That just hasn't come up yet so far, Kate, and it would be totally within the discretion of the judge to decide that needs to happen. We're not there yet. In terms of what the case is about, at its core, this has to do with a falsification of business records, and that might sound sort of legal and wonky, but what the prosecutors want to tell, the story that they want to tell, is that the former president was so concerned about the female vote back in 2016 because the Access Hollywood tape had been released, and so he was concerned about shoring up the female vote. And there was a story that Stormy Daniels was shopping about an alleged affair, which he adamantly denies, and so he directed his former fixer Michael Cohen to pay her off in the days ahead of the 2016 election. Now, he denies having any knowledge that any of this happened, but that's what prosecutors have charged him with, is falsifying his books and records, doctoring his internal business records to cover up how he reimbursed Cohen for that payment.
Well, you know, even though these jurors have said, and they had to say that they can be impartial, Jonathan Turley isn't convinced. Take a listen.
The problem is that you have highly motivated people in New York. And some of them, I think, could very well lie on the stand and not disclose their bias. The hatred towards Trump is that great that it can overwhelm even an oath taken to speak truthfully.
Mark, this is a Manhattan jury.
The Hans geniuses, let us know in the comments section what you think about this jury. Do you believe Trump can get a fair trial in Manhattan, New York? Thanks for watching. If you like it, comment and hit the like and share buttons. Subscribe for future videos.